Hey guys, let's talk about food portraits. So for this project, we're actually being inspired by an artist from the Renaissance. His name is Giuseppe Arcimboldo, or something kind of like that. So he lived back in the 1500s and he did paintings that made it look like people, but it was only ever stacks up of fruits and vegetables, flowers, things like that. Here are two of his paintings. You can see how it looks like a face, but then when you slow down and actually pay attention to it, it's a bunch of fruits, vegetables, plants, things like that. So he created this illusion of things being made out of fruit and food. Now we're going to take his idea of faces out of food and we're going to make it literal. We're going to actually make some portraits or faces out of food that we find around our house. So here are some student examples. I think what's really key with this is paying attention to the materials that are being used. So I thought it was really cool that this Mario has the different colors of, looks like Cheerios, to create the different colors of the portrait. That was a really smart idea. This one here, they were going for a Trump, so they used a lot more orange things. This face down here, they have shredded cheese for the mustache, they got the kale for the hair. The reindeer has the actual pancakes folded in half, so it made the ears three-dimensional. That was such a great idea. So those ones are student examples. Here are some that are made by some professionals to hopefully inspire you a bit. Look at this. Isn't that amazing how they used the wild rice to show the dark of the mane? So cool. Obviously, that's super detailed, but I like how they even stacked up the different materials here and made it more three-dimensional. Like, I think that nose sticks out farther. Here's Sleeping Beauty with the breakfast of pancakes, where they cut up the pancake and they cut their strawberries to create the details. Now, this one would definitely have a bit more effort because you have to cut some things to make the different shapes. But how cool is it that they use the blackberries for the hair? I thought that was a really smart idea. Now, we could just use the fruits, vegetables that we have on our plates already. I mean, maybe this is their dinner. They had some broccolini and some beans. Looks like they had some crackers there for the ears and just how they stacked it up. Now, this one isn't the full face because it doesn't show the actual skin itself, but you get the whole thing. It's really detailed. The creases of the eye, the mustache, the goatee, the ears. This person did a really good job with that. Now, it could be something that you could fully eat too. Like, there's a cheese sandwich in there. It looks quite yummy. I'm getting kind of hungry personally. But I love how they chose the spiralized and shredded up carrots for the hair, and they stacked up the different vegetables for the nose and eyes. Smart idea. I love it. Now, one thing you do have to be careful of. This is not enough details. Just a smiley face is not gonna cut it, okay? If you're doing this for a project, it should take a while to arrange. I want to see more details than just a basic smiley face. So try to give a full face. Now, it could be a person, could be an animal, could be real, could be cartoon. But I need to see some stacked up layers, some thought actually going into it. So let's make sure that none of our food portraits turn out as simple as this one. Okay, just a couple dots for an eyes, nose, and a line for the mouth. That's not really pushing yourself. That's not challenging yourself. Try to be inspired by these artists and do something a bit more intense, a bit more labor intensive, and a lot cooler. So I can't wait to see what sort of food portraits you guys come up with.